Hey, some of you might know that music isn't my full-time job, yet at least. But I do actually have a job. What does that matter for this video, you might be asking? Well, maybe you have an idea, but yeah, I do work with tractors a lot. So I decided, what would be cool? To sample a tractor and make a song out of it. So that's exactly what I did. I sampled this tractor in particular. Again, I'm no tractor reviewer guy, so if you were expecting like a review of the tractor, then you're at the wrong place. Now for some of you guys, this sound right here is already music to your ears, which I respect that. But I wanted to make an actual song out of it. So that's exactly what I did. Now I'll play you the track first that I made. I'm not gonna say that this is the greatest track ever. Of course, keep in mind, every single sound that you hear have been made with the tractor recordings. So yeah, I had to get that out of the way. So yeah, this is how it sounds. To be fair, it doesn't really sound that bad in my opinion, but you can be the judge of it. And yes, I know you can see MIDI here. I did cheat a little bit, like I did use Serum, but all of the wavetables that I use have been made with the recordings. So this is what I had to work with. I did ask some help from my friend, which I don't know if he wants to be a part of this video yet. So if you see an Instagram tag here, and he said yes. If you don't, then, well, he said no. I had these sounds to work with. Oops. I think this is an engine. Yep. That's the gist of it. I had some clicking sounds that I recorded from, we recorded. So, the main melody here is actually, the main warning sound that you get when you turn on the ignition key. I just cut it up and made this melody out of it. You can kind of still hear the engine sound in the background if you pay attention to it. But yeah, and the Reese bass is made with the engine sound. I just threw that sound into Serum and made a bass out of it. See, it kind of sounds, you can hear the engine sound in the background. In the beginning, I used this. I'm pretty sure this is the sound that it makes when you start the tractor. Yep, this atmosphere here is just this melody into like washed out reverb thing that I did. You can do with Edison. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of tutorials on YouTube to show how. And I'm pretty sure I showed it as well. I don't remember. I couldn't really make anything out of this. Like I couldn't play it on the MIDI. I couldn't place MIDI on it, so I kind of did like, I kind of just had to make every sample unique and have each sample on its own note. Kind of like that. For these chords, I used the sound from the main melody, the warning sound, and threw it into Serum and did some sound designing. It's just like, it's very basic, but I only had this part of the wavetable that I could use because the other ones just sounded off key. For example, like even just one click just sounded bad. So yeah, I just used the first tick and made kind of saw thing. And for the second half, when it kind of goes into like a 4 on the floor beat, and you have the gate hit synth, it's the same synth but with some differences. Oh yeah, it's just with a tighter squeeze. That here is just a tighter cut. It does the other one is a bit less, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the other one has a longer release than this one. I don't know, it kind of, for some reason I kind of wanted to go on a switch up, so that's what I did. This melody right here, it's very loud. I used, again, a tractor recording, but I think it's another warning sound. Yep, it's another warning sound. If I can find the original sample, I would probably... Oh yeah, this is it. This is what I use for the melody. And now, I can show you the drums. By the way, apologies for the background noise. This is the drums right here. Yeah, I couldn't really make the drums sound good. The kick and snare are made with door sounds. Let me see if I can find them. Here it is. Yeah. Here's a snare. And I'm pretty sure for the kick I just used half of this. Like, oh, come on. Like, for the hi-hat I used this. This would be a button. Oh yeah, the hi-hat, the fucking symbol here. It's again one of the sounds, but I think this one is specifically a clutch. Should be around here. Here it is. This is what I used. This is the handbrake sound, if I remember. You can hear the spring, and that's what I kind of used for the same sound, just reversed. This is the kick. This is Diablo Light. This is the settings that I have, and there's soft clipping. Double clipping, I know, but it just sounded nice. I'm pretty sure this is the snare. This is how the EQ looks for the snare. And again, some Diablo Light and very slight reverb. I think it's at like 19%. Very slight, just because I wanted to have like a bit of room, because this is how it sounded without the effects. Very closed and very unenthusiastic. So this is what the mixer looks like for the main melody here. This is the EQ, just the EQ here, sound goodizer, some reverb, some finisher, micro finisher, to give it that clickety, gristly sound in the background, limiting just for reverb purposes, no, for sidechain purposes, and this for the intro. I just have this mixer coming in, like turning off. This is the atmosphere, just again cleaning at the bottom end and some sidechain. Oh yeah, this is the flute. I'm gonna call that flute. It isn't. It's a warning sound, but it sounds like flute. This is the EQ. These frequencies were really harsh on my ears, and so I just cut them out. What the fuck? Slight sidechain with LFO tool, a knockoff LFO tool. So for the reed bass, I did my usual stuff. Like I added a R bass, stereo, some sound goodizer, and this for the transitions, the compressor. I just managed to make the sound in Serum sound pretty good. If I can find it again. Yeah, so this is, you know, the wavetable, how it looks like. I did all the settings that I usually do for just with the tractor engine sound, and it just kind of worked. I know, I kind of sound like I'm telling you guys the usual stuff or nothing new, nothing special. The techniques are mostly the same. The whole concept of just like recording the sound from a tractor is the cool fact, which, you know, it is cool if you're into farming simulator, which I am. I've spent almost 200 hours in this farming simulator. Yeah, for the chords, again, EQ, some sound equalizer, slight reverb, and sidechain. And I have both chords in the same mixer channel. They're both linked to the same mixer channel. This thing. So this is kind of weird because the tractor has this horn, like a trumpet horn, but for some reason it doesn't really work. So you can only hear the motor that's supposed to make the horn sound. You can only hear the motor, and we kind of recorded it, but I didn't record it without the engine off, so you could hear only like this. You can only hear the motor with the engine, and I couldn't really clean it as much as I wanted to, so I kind of just added it as a background element just to add it in, because it's one of those sounds that I actually got really liked, but I didn't know how to use it, so this is what I did. I just did like an auto pitch automation, some slight volume thing here, you know, to make it come in. And of course, in the mixer channel, it has auto-tune on it. I don't know how to describe it. Since it's trying to fix everything, it's at maximum. So it's trying to put everything on key, which, you know, it isn't really vocal or anything. So it's very hard to put anything on key. It just sounds this weird. It just made it a bit weirder, which I like. I added some Camel Crusher to make it a bit distorted, some EQ to clean it up. This is for the gate effect, draw speed, and reverb, just reverb. And that's it. That's how this thing sounds. Yeah, so that's all for the song. Again, I didn't really put much effort into it. I just wanted to make this video. One, because it sounded like a cool idea. And two, the views. But no, seriously, I wanted to like prove a point where you can sample anything and you can find a way to make a song out of it. Maybe you can motivate somebody that's in a similar situation as I am, you know, wanting to pursue a career in music but stuck with your job. So make your job into your music, like I did. But on a serious note, just experiment with things, and if you will eventually make something cool. Don't try to judge yourself based on, oh man, I don't have like fancy equipment or something. All of these things that I did for this song, you don't necessarily need Serum either. You could use a free synth like Vital to do the same thing. If you know the synth well enough, you can do most of this thing by yourself. Just to end this video on a different note, I am trying to keep up with more videos. I am planning to release another video towards the end of this year. It's gonna be a special one. Hopefully I can get it finished soon enough. In terms of music, I do have things in the works. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, maybe even subscribe. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.